PG. Pretty great.
It's Anomaly Presents with your friends, the Podcastronauts.
Sounds like a lot of supernatural baloney to me.
Supernatural, perhaps. Baloney, perhaps not.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome back to Anomaly Presents, the podcast about the genre movies that inspired a genre film festival. That is the Anomaly Film Festival in Rochester, New York, taking place this November 5 through 9, 2025 in Rochester, New York at the historic Little Theater and the historic Dryden Theater. Holy shit. We are in deep putting together this year's festival for you. We are watching so much good stuff. It's hard to choose what good stuff to put on the screen for you. So just know it is killing us. It is tearing us apart inside, trying to find the best of the best, the creme de the creme, the top of the top to put on the screen for you this November.
Friday.
5 through 9.
I was like,
This
oh no.
Friday,
Does Adam know?
Uh-oh.
So here's the
It'll
thing
be
about
fine.
here's the thing about podcasting and promoting your film festival is that at a certain point it just turns into a wrestling promo. So yeah, it was coming real close to this Friday night, brother. So
Oh God.
yeah. So yes, this is the Anomaly Presents podcast. My name is Matt Austin. I am joined tonight by our podcastronauts. We've got Megan Murphy
It's me.
and the very cool Kristen Pelk Pacheco.
For those of you that are listening, I'm dressed up for our movie this evening at Biker Chic, but I didn't put my contacts in, so I have to take off my aviators. I'm a little less cool and a little more nerdy.
I mean, no, those who are listening, KP still has the aviators on and will for the entire episode.
Now you just look like the oracle of the biker gang. Like you're the one who hacks into the mainframe before they go and rob the bank.
Just let me get on that.
Yeah. Yeah. Take down those security cameras, KP.
Just not this biker gang that we're about to talk about.
Yeah,
Not this
for
particular
several
biker gang,
reasons.
probably for a few reasons. So yeah, as you've undoubtedly noticed, we are talking about the action classic Stone Cold. I feel like it's an unsung classic. This was supposed to be kind of the launching pad for Brian Bosworth, the Boz. It is an action movie that has become one of my all-time favorites. Came out in 91. I don't know, how familiar are you guys with Brian Bosworth? Was this your first exposure to the Boz?
Yes.
Me, I've seen the 30 for 30 on the Boz, and wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Boz, to give you some background, if you're not a complete sicko as far as, late 80s, early 90s college football, Brian Bosworth was a linebacker for Oklahoma State, I believe. No, it was just Oklahoma. I'm sorry. Boomer Sooner. And he was kind of the bad boy of college football. He kind of took over for Jim McMahon of BYU and later on of the Super Bowl Shuffle as being one of the bad boys of football. His whole thing was that, he was completely uncontrollable. He was a loose cannon. He was, going against the NCAA, this whole thing. And then he went to the NFL, got hurt like 8 minutes into his career, and that was it for the Boz. So the Boz parlayed a career in being the bad boy of college football into some, I want to say it was Old Spice commercials. And then from there,
It sounds something like that. Yeah.
yeah, from there, he parlayed that into what should have been a massive action film career. I feel like the Boz is kind of a man out of time. 10 years later, and I think he would have been one of the biggest professional wrestlers on the face of the planet.
I can see that. Absolutely.
I think he would have filled the Bill Goldberg spot in WCW, he would have been massive.
Yeah.
And we'd be watching Boz movies all the time now. Unfortunately, it didn't happen like that. And Meg did bring up there's a 30 for 30, an ESPN documentary about him called Brian and the Boz that is kind of interesting supplemental material for this podcast. And just for Brian Bosworth in general. So that was like the most preamble we've done for a podcast in a long time.
Yeah. Good job, Matt.
Setting the
History
scene.
and facts. Yeah, he set
Yeah.
the scene. Yeah.
But
So it's
I
91.
feel like,
You're like, what's this film going to be? Oh, the Boz is in it.
yeah,
I bet he's
feel like-
unconventional.
So yeah, I feel like you need a little bit of context to know
Yeah. Mhm.
where the Boz came from and why they chose him to be an action hero. It was very much in that same mold of Steven Seagal, where, you know, was it Don Simpson? Or who was it that it was his Steven Seagal was his Aikido master, and he's like, I can make this guy. It was a real like My Fair Lady situation.
Yeah, and he was Sylvester Stallone's like security guy.
Yeah,
and that's how he I don't know. I don't want to say shimmied because I don't want to think of Steven Seagal shimmying, but he did kind of just like skish his way in. Weasel with the slick ponytail. He kind of weaseled his way into it.
So in a more just world, Brian Bosworth would be the third guy in the B tier action movie pantheon underneath Seagal and Van Damme. Will be
I
Seagal,
wouldn't have a problem with
Van
it.
Damme and the Boz. I feel.
Yeah, I could see. Like he's perfectly cromulent in this. Like he does exactly what he's supposed to do in this film, and I'll give the film credit. They know how to use him and when to like put him away a little. Yeah. You know, he does what he's supposed to do, which is really what you need for a particular kind of action star of the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. Is he a good actor? No.
He's good at being the boss. You can argue that was acting. Yeah.
You can argue that he's acting.
Yeah, I just think he like forgot he wasn't the boss.
Yeah.
You know? That he's Brian.
Deliver a one-liner.
Yeah.
There's some people that I think you just hire and you know what you're hiring them for, right?
You hire the mullet. You're like, whatever it is.
And the mullet and the muscles. And he delivered.
Even when he's undercover, I'm like, do you want to put that in a hat? Never does. Like, even like, I feel like that's a little identifiable. No, not even for a second. Not even a beret. No. It's like, nah.
To give you a flavor, if you're not familiar with the Boz, I'm going to go ahead and play you the trailer that played in theaters right before Stone Cold was released. Hopefully this works. Cross your fingers, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brian Bosworth.
You know, all my life people have had the wrong idea about me.
I don't like cops who make up the rules as they go.
They say I push things just a little too far. They accuse me of being insensitive. They basically say that I lack the ability to get along with others. So just to prove these people wrong, I decided to join a very exclusive and private club. Oh yes, it's very plush. And the membership, very select. And games, we play some games. A perfect place for me, wouldn't you think?
You just picked up the wrong passenger, buddy!
Mr. Brian Bosworth requests the pleasure of your company. Stone Cold.
All right, Mr. Brian Bosworth, you've got me. Name the theater and the time, and I will be there.
It works on me. Right? Like, I'm there. Yeah. I think, but it says a lot that, like, they promoted the film on his personality You know, they're not really describing what's happening in the film. You're seeing clips, but they're like, who cares about the plot? What you want is that Brian Bosworth is in this, and he was the selling point. Yeah.
There was a small cult of personality around the Boz at the time. Very small. It made $9 million on $25 million budget. So people stayed home in droves.
Which is unfortunate because the action scenes, especially at the end, I know I'm just jumping ahead. I mean, and we can.
Yeah.
But that alone is like worth it.
Oh, hell yeah. On the big screen? Oh, that would be so good. I do want to see this on the big screen someday.
I am dying to. Please petition your local Anomaly programmers to
jump
to
on
put Stone Cold up on a screen.
They won't take our calls anymore.
They're kind of sick.
The potato lost our number.
Yeah. So yeah, Stone Cold is the story of Joe Huff, the Alabama cop on suspension. One of the greatest cold opens in action film history, I feel.
It's solid. Like, it gets you like, oh, this guy. He gives not one shit about the life of others, but it all works out, so no worries.
Could not care less.
He's just going in. Yeah. He's like, I'm sure this will work. Don't worry about the hostage. Hey, I do have a bit of trivia about the hostage. Who in the credits is known as Tinsel Teeth.
Awesome.
That's Renee O'Connor, who later played Gabrielle and Xena.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I don't know how you'd recognize. She's got like dental stuff, and she's jammed up against the guy. But thank you, credits. And then looked it up, and I was like, no, this Renee O'Connor? Yes, that Renee O'Connor.
Only.
Yeah.
So basically, the cold open is an armed robbery at the grocery store.
Yep.
They got
a highly armed one for what's basically a convenience store.
Yeah. Literally to the point where they're just lighting up all of the chips. I don't know what their personal beef is with the potato chips, but maybe
you're gonna get $50. Yeah, this job is $50 tops. They've already wasted it.
$50 tops, and that's split amongst what, 5 guys?
5 guys.
Yeah, what a crew. Yeah.
It was fully the crew from The Dark Knight that tried to knock over the bank. They were the ones trying to knock over this small mom and pop grocery store.
Yep. And so what? Joe Huff is unbothered.
Joe Huff,
eating cookies.
Steps into the grocery store, eating cookies in a floor-length black duster.
We see his boots first. That's how cool he is.
Yeah, and those boots, very cool. Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, and then he just absolutely lays waste to these 5 guys, tricking them in a very Home Alone style.
Throws the can of peas over, the count, like over an aisle.
Yeah,
chucks
womp
a
womp.
can of peas. The guy empties out his gun on the can of peas, and then he
breaks the oil on the floor, so the last bad guy goes running and just wipes out. I'm like, aw.
And not just any wipeout. I feel like it does really set the scene for the level of action you're going to get in this movie, because he goes flying
into a full display of cans, like Tom and Jerry style.
I was gonna
like
say,
it is Looney Tunes. Yeah.
And that's exactly, KP. That is the tone that we're setting for this. In the first 6 minutes of this film, everything is going to be so far over the top. And it delivers.
It's a good prep. Like if this is if you're ready for this vibe, that's the rest of the vibe right there.
Oh, and we get his first
we
find her, right?
Yeah.
When the cops show up, and they're just like, now how are we going to explain this?
Yeah.
You're on leave or suspension, right? He's like, oh, I don't know, but you've got cleanup on aisle 4, 9, whatever. But it's
bam. Now I'll care.
I'm pretty sure you even get the guitar riff right afterwards.
Yeah. No explanation about like what why he was there, how he assessed the threat. No. He's just like, throws the bad guy's gun at them. One-liner, I'm out. Maybe you got to go report something. No, not Joe.
No.
Not Joe.
He's on suspension. What is he reporting?
What? I do this in my free time. This is a hobby of mine.
Yeah. And then it turns into, I think the title's backed by like a butt rock riff, like a real gut bucket.
Yeah. I'll give the beginning this is like basically we're seeing the lead up of the events that have caused them, like the religious leaders are shot, and then the one gang member is being convicted, and then the new DA wants to like extra convict him.
Go for the death penalty. He's been given life, but he wants to give him the death penalty.
Yeah, and the gang kills the first judge in a fishing boat explosion. Kablooey. But I feel like that's like 2 minutes. 2 minutes of this, and there. This is where we're at. And we caught you up. Sure, don't worry.
I'm pretty sure in that intro you get the gang blowing away the guy, the priest at the altar.
Oh yeah, because I think that's like the first. Like that's what he's being convicted of.
That's what he's being convicted of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
through the stained glass. Backwards.
Yeah. Throwback to another Anomaly episode in one of my other all-time favorite movies, MacGruber. There is a reference to Stone Cold in MacGruber.
I have to go back and rewatch it now that I know.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So if you're a MacGruber fan, this is the origin story.
Yeah. One of the sacred texts.
Yes. As well it should be.
Yeah.
If we do anything in this next 45 minutes from here, it's instilling people that this is one of the the holy texts of action films. So that's kind of the intro. They run the whole thing, and it's kind of a montage of what the whole biker gang is
mayhem, just mayhem
up to, and they are just absolute mayhem, balls to the wall fury, blowing away everybody in Alabama.
And then we have to see how much extra cool Joe Huff is.
Yeah, what's his apartment like? What is he? How does he live? What does he do? What's his morning like?
Well, he wears Zubas and a cutoff.
By the way, formative wardrobe for me. Like that is the coolest you can look.
Yeah,
the coolest you can look
is Joe Huff in his apartment, and he's making a smoothie of some kind, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's orange juice, 2 Snickers, a banana, hot sauce. But don't worry.
2 eggs.
2
eggs.
And
the shells.
With the shell.
Yep. And you're like, wow, what a badass. He must be having a protein shake. But no, twist, everybody. He pours it into a dish, puts it on the floor for his very, very cool pet named Fido. You thought it was a dog.
Nope.
Why would Joe have a dog?
The boss is
Komodo dragon. Those things are insanely deadly. And I understand animal handling in the past. Obviously, exotic animals is insane, but he's like boops them.
Yeah.
Like
because
I was
he's
like, did
Joe
they let
by
him...
God Huff.
All I can think is on set. Did they let him physically pick up this Komodo dragon and put it towards his face? That's wild.
Yeah, because their bite isn't poisonous. It just kills you. Like
it's just, as far as I understand, it's just super dirty. Like they've got like it'll basically infect you because it's a nasty bite, and they don't brush their teeth.
Yep.
Not after that smoothie.
And I'm sure, who wants that after that smoothie? So and I would imagine, being that they shot this in 1989 or 1990, they just did that shit. They were just like,
wild. I'm glad you escaped with your face, boss. Holy crap!
Seriously, very lucky, but very cool pet.
But very cool. Yeah,
no one should ever have.
Yeah. In this world, in this universe, very cool.
Very cool. And then we get an FBI agent that comes to the door.
Yeah.
I believe, right?
Lance. Yeah.
Played by
Sam McMurray.
Sam McMurray.
Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite, Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Drop Dead Gorgeous. The Tracy Ullman show was probably what he was working on while this was happening.
Oh, yeah. Like classic character actor. You see him, you go, oh, I know where I am. We're good. We're in good hands, everybody. He's going to do what he's going to do. And here he's the stuffy FBI agent.
Yeah.
He does a good job of it.
Nerd.
Yeah, he does. He knows what he's supposed to do. He's the straight man next to the boss. He has to be as uncool as possible, so Boz can be that much cooler by comparison. Because not only is he stuffy, he's got a bit of a germ thing, and he's a bit of like, gosh, I guess this movie would call him a wimp.
Yeah. He's just a stuffed shirt.
Yeah,
desk jockey wimp,
and that'll just always be who he is. So don't worry about it.
No.
You
No
probably
character
forget
growth.
he exists
No.
about 45
No.
minutes into the movie.
The movie forgets about him for a bit,
yeah.
which is super interesting because I thought, oh, they're going to have a lot of clashes. Because the whole thought is like, oh, crap. Because, like, you know, Boz is like, I don't have a partner, right?
Yeah.
And yet, he drops out of the film for a giant chunk of it. I thought they'd be fighting a little more.
You really think it's going to be like a 48 hours vibe where it's going to be,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, nah.
Because
I mean, he
basically he takes him right to meet with the other agent, Cunningham, and they basically blackmail him into inserting himself into this biker gang that we have seen are terrible.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like, I guess he has history or something. Like, he's done work with other biker gangs, so he knows the lingo.
He knows
as he
how they
shows
work.
them. Yeah.
He's got
like,
the look. He's got the experience. He can do deep cover if he needs to.
Yeah.
And they're sending him out of state, right? Yeah. They're sending him out of state.
Yeah.
He's
to like
from
Mississippi.
Alabama.
Yeah.
Mississippi. Yep.
The gangs there don't know him because they don't cross state lines. I don't know how that works. Like
Alabama, Mississippi may as well be like Venus and Pluto. It doesn't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they send him out to infiltrate the white supremacist biker gang, the Brotherhood.
Sweatiest men you've ever seen.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Sweatiest.
I'm like, we gotta wash Lance's hair. He needs a haircut and a wash, and he gets it at the end though.
He does.
Yeah.
I was like,
Looks
here's
like
the
$1 million
thing.
bucks
I know he's about to kill a bunch of people, but you're looking much better. Like, maybe go with the priest haircut. Spoiler. I just feel like, maybe it just I feel it's fresh. It's looking good. It has some body to it. Not a lot of stringy. There's so much stringy, always wet hair in this gang.
Yeah, it's like Lance Henriksen has kind of like a Charles Manson as a biker gang leader vibe to him.
I mean, it's effective, but I'm still like, no, the hair is like, I think it's dripping all the time. Yeah, I'm like, effective, very effective. No, thank you.
and Bill Forsyth is in there as the heavy.
Yeah.
The greasiest. That man.
Yeah. But here's the thing, he's right. I love it when you're like, oh man, here's the thing. Ice is correct about John Stone. Because that's a great undercover name.
Which close enough to his original name. Like,
yeah.
It may as well be George Glass. It is such a like. It's the dumbest name they could give him.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. No, but I was like, I've always liked that kind of dynamic of like, oh man, here's the thing. This guy's right.
He knows. He got it.
Knows. He got him right away.
But he goes to the to the strip club owned by the bikers, right? Where they pass drugs through.
Yeah.
And
Sam
shows up.
Goes to get a drink and asks for a glass, and they give him a dirty one, and he's real skeeved out by it. That's how you know he's a nerd.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, this is going to be trouble later on. Nah, don't worry about it. It's the only time it's going to come.
We lose interest with him right after this. So
yeah.
And then
goes and starts some fighting with Ice.
Yeah. He tries to ingratiate himself with Ice by breaking up big brawl that starts from some guys that feel slighted. I can't remember if it was over a girl or drugs.
It was
it
both
matter.
Because they wanted their money back from the stripper who was selling them the speed.
Okay.
Like they didn't agree. Yeah. So because I don't think those girls were getting the double pay they deserved because they basically have two careers. They're dancing and they're selling.
Burn the candle both ends.
Yeah, but what I appreciate is like, no, Ice doesn't buy it, but Guts is there. And he's our like, oh, hey, everybody, I'm part of the gang too, guy. You're like, uh-oh. And he loves
one big happy
fam. Exactly. Yeah. It's like, oh, this guy's so cool, though. Hey, do you want to come to our, it's not like a biker barbecue. It's some other name, but it's like, hey, you want to come to our party?
Yeah. Come down to our big shindig. I'll bet you enjoy it.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Joe shows up to the big shindig and is immediately pressed into a bare knuckle boxing match.
That was pretty great.
Gets choked out, which you see in the trailer.
That was in the trailer. If you're watching on video, you get to see the Boz get choke slammed by this guy. Again, the Boz would have been a fantastic professional wrestler.
In another universe.
In another universe where his shoulder didn't fall apart like a pile of graham crackers at a s'mores cookout.
Oh no. It's just, I think it's also he races ice that does the motorcycle, like, because he's showing like,
Yes.
I'm a tough guy. So he beats him there. He beats he in the fight. So he's kind of like, he's making a name for himself. And this is actually when we first get to see Chains, that Lance Hendrickson, like, because now it's time for the boss to show up.
And he's raiding Joe's van.
Yeah, just sitting there. Hey.
Rifling through his stuff.
Yeah. Power move.
Then offers Joe Nancy, which is a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little creepy.
Yeah, that's how you know. Maybe this guy is bad. He might be a bad guy.
The Confederate flag everywhere was definitely not the warning.
If you weren't tipped off by the Confederate flags and the swastikas everywhere, Chains is not a great guy, and nor are the Brotherhood.
No. I'll give the movie this, right? I think there have been movies that, even though like the biker gang is bad, it's shown as being cool, as they have a code of honor. I will give this movie credit. These guys suck all the time.
Yeah, no.
The most they do is they talk about before times. Nancy and Guts both say something like, before Chains, it was a family. But at least what we see is, no, it sucks for everybody except for Chains. Like, no, there is no safety. There is no family. We repeatedly see that, like, nobody's benefiting from this. Everyone's on edge, and which I appreciate. Like, no, these people are not cool at all. Not even in the slightest.
Yeah, it's classic cult behavior where Chains is. That's where I get the Manson vibe. Like, everybody just kind of throws in behind him.
Yep.
Yeah. So the whole thing is that Chains tries to give his girlfriend to Joe, but he's far too chivalrous to have that happen.
Far too.
So he kind of throws her out of the van, and then he gets assigned some missions from Chains, if I remember right.
This is I think a little bit. This is like the first thing he does. I forget exactly when. It's like, okay, so you got to like kill this guy. Bring us the earring and his ear, which has a tattoo on it.
Yeah. So Joe does that in a really fun way. It shows you what a creative problem solver.
Hey, thinks outside the box.
He's an outside of the box thinker. So he goes and scares the wee out of the guy that he wants to kill. And then I think, doesn't he source the ear from the FBI and gets it tattooed, if I remember right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, because he turns the guy over, I thought, to the cops, it seems like. Is that what and so he gets the earring, and then, he gets the
earring, and then procures an ear through methods you can only do through the federal government, gets it tattooed, and then brings it back to Chains, and then he's in. And now he's on the, hey, cool hat.
I had this on the whole time.
Yeah, I know. You came back in frame, and I was like, oh wow, that's a cool hat. Here's the thing. Just to take a moment. Just to take a moment. I am so used to Meg having like some sort of cool accoutrement that like I register. Oh, hey, it's Meg, because it's Meg's whole thing. And then Meg left frame and came back, and Meg is wearing a very cool captain's hat with kind of a tropical pattern. And is that a brooch?
Yes, it's the eye. I wore it for our haunted tropical vacation year. I made it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I like the idea that like you see me and not my accessories, and then later you see my accessories
and appreciate them.
Yes,
it's a testament to my object permanence that you came back in frame, and I went,
goodbye, I'm back.
Maggie changed. Oh God, where'd you go?
Great.
I thought you disappeared forever. God Almighty. This episode is really exposing me in a way that I don't know if I want it to be.
No, the truth will set us free. Thank you, Boz. We are part of the cult. No, fuck that cult. We're part of the Boz cult.
Part of the Boz cult. Exactly. Yeah. So there's some shenanigans there. He tries to break up a whole subplot with the mafia.
Oh my God. Yeah. Right? So I just rewatched it today because I'm fuzzy on that because, it turns out the mafia is also kind of involved and they're fighting with the bikers, but like, and it's just like extra. It's like extra stuff that I don't know if it's totally necessary, but it means more explosions. Literally a grenade chucked at one of the gang members just driving by. Mafia's driving by going, oh, those guys are trying to collect on our territory. Just has a grenade and chucks it out of a sedan window.
And kablooey.
And kablooey, yeah.
And then we get a fun little, he jumps on their car, right? We get another little fight scene where Joe beats him up, but then that's kind of that. And then we see again how Chains is the worst when they go visit the guy in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
continues to be skeevy and treat all the women as if they're just objects.
They're just
like it's showing,
property,
Literally, the guy's like, "Kill me." Oh, he's not going to do that. Plus, now your girl, she's gonna marry you, and then like nobody's happy in there. Guts gets treated like crap again, and you're like, "Oh, this is maybe bad. This might be not a good situation for folks."
Let's take a moment. In fairness to everyone else in the room, Guts started playing that harmonica, and he's lucky they didn't make him eat it. So the best thing they could have done was make him leave. So
he's like, "Where we?" Oh God, just the sad puppy dog eyes of Guts and like a 30-year-old dude with stringy hair and a paunch.
Yeah, he's delightful. He's just like a kicked puppy for most of the runtime.
Yeah.
So and that guy gets incinerated, and he's just kind of like Freddy Krueger-esque, and then ends up with an arranged marriage, and then we never see him again either, I don't think.
Yeah,
they ride off.
Oh, you're right.
They're married. They're on the motorcycle and they're throwing the rice.
You're right.
Oh, geez. Wow. Okay, good catch, KP. Because I was like, I don't remember.
I just watched this for the second time yesterday.
Yeah.
I think I've seen this movie about 12 times, but this whole subplot I have no interest in. Like once the explosions stop, I'm like, more explosions.
Hey,
the object permanence.
This might have been the best thing to happen for either of them, though. Like long term, like they got to ride off into a really sad sunset, but they're still kicking.
Yeah,
because they must go on their honeymoon and
missed all of.
Don't see them.
Miss
all of the excitement. Yeah, excitement's the word.
They're gonna come back to the compound and be like, "Where is everybody?"
Wasteland.
So much room for activities.
It's gonna be just the women because they all got left behind.
Yeah. It's just them in their open air showers.
This is where we could have had a sequel.
Only so much consensual boobage.
I was just about to say, KP, for a movie about shitty bikers who treat their women like shit.
Assault.
No, there's
consensual nudity.
Just strippers hanging out with the rock band on stage, and then just open air showers. And at that moment, those women see fine. That is not an uncomfortable position for them to be in.
We can't forget the one playing pool with the leather vest.
Oh, I mean, she's just being cool.
Oh, I mean, truly
having a night.
Truly.
Thanks, Stone Cold. Appreciate it.
This is every bit. Yeah.
Those boobs all want to be there.
How old was I when I saw this movie the first time? 12? I want to say.
I was going to guess. I was like, this seems like a formative experience. Like,
yeah,
for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
Like,
you know, I go back. There's quite a bit of boob in this film, and it's you know what? And it's yet not. This is going to sound weird. Like, there's not actually a focus on the boob. The boobs are in the shot, but there's not like a shot where like starts on the boob and then.
Yeah,
it's just like part of the
the only time where the nudity is at the forefront, let's just say, is when Lance comes over to talk to Joe and Joe's girlfriend is laying in bed
because Lance is uncomfortable. So that's to make Lance uncomfortable, which he's uncomfortable with the human body in general. She's happy. She has no problem. Like it's
perfectly comfortable. Yeah.
In an apartment with a free roaming Komodo dragon, by the way.
So This movie is one of the few that has Schrodinger's boob, where they're there, but it's not. Yeah,
it's just part of the scenery. Everybody, it's okay. Yeah, that's right. It's part of nature.
Yeah, here, leer at this. No, it's just there. It's fine.
The men are all shirtless, and so are the women.
Right. Equal opportunity, which is an incredible thing to say with this terrible racist supremacist bike gang.
Yeah,
there is a part where when I rewatched this yesterday, he at the end is like, he's all bloodied and he's storming through Did we lose Matt?
We did.
Are you in control?
Oh no, we're still recording.
Oh,
okay,
he's here.
Okay. I don't know what just happened there.
Can't be in
We
control.
lost you.
Chains got us.
No, that son of a bitch. He's so wily.
There is a part where at the end, Joe is walking, storming through shirtless, and his pecs are just like flapping in the wind. I was like, look at him, just breasting boobily in the castle.
Yes. See, everybody, you like chess? Any kind, any form, any type topography? You got it.
Yeah.
Just breasting boobily right down that hallway. A man
Something to
on
admire
a
about
mission.
this film. Yeah.
On a mission. Yeah, that's right.
Anywho.
We got distracted talking about boobs. Sorry, audience. You understand.
This is what Stone Cold does to you. This is whenever I talk about this movie, I'm like, this is absolutely the trashiest like 90s action movie you'll watch. Like there's nothing redeemable out about it whatsoever.
Trashy in a complimentary sense.
But,
like, no, just order pizza and go nuts.
Yeah. Like I've said, my dream screening of this is exactly that. Like everybody comes and you just put a tall boy of the shittiest beer underneath each of the chairs. And you're just like, here, drink this, watch this movie.
Yeah. Don't worry about the plot. It's fine.
The plot is meaningless. It's whatever. It's fine. You get a bunch of fights, you get a bunch of explosions, you get some random boobs of every walk of life and everything.
Yeah.
It's everything that you could want in a I guess testosterone laden mess. This is probably a good time to tell you that Brian Bosworth was suspended for using steroids in college, and I feel like this is maybe the movie that is the cinematic version of anabolic steroids.
Okay. I can see that. Though I'll give the movie credit here, right? Because I was talking about before, the movie knows when there are times when the Boz is not on screen, and it just lets say Lance Henriksen and William Forsythe like act. Yeah. They are both incredibly good character actors. So when you've got Chains and Ice like talk, it almost gets Shakespearean, where Ice is like, "Listen, you're letting this guy just like make you look like a fool," and Chains is like, "What are you challenging me? You don't trust me?" Like it's great. There's that whole scene. There's a whole scene where like Ice shows up and Chains is in his like weird, it's not an apartment because it's a shack, but it's a 2-story shack in the compound. And he's got a shower up there. And then he has a rope, which is when he crawls down shirtless in his jeans after showering to talk to Ice. But he only talks after he sits down on his motorcycle, which is fully in the first floor of his shack building, and they're having a conversation where it's like he's just on the bike with his hair still wet, and you have Ice is like, sire, and that kind of like it's like the Knight Coming to the King going, there is something rotten, but it's a biker, so he's like, you're getting played like a fool,
and then at the end he caps it off by revving the engine.
Yeah. And I'm like, I love that scene so much because it's ridiculous, but it's two actors who know exactly how ridiculous it is and commit. They are fully 100% committed in that moment. You're like, Brian, you don't have to be part of this scene. I love you, buddy. Just let this happen. Let them do their thing. Or you would just be like kind of standing there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's all right. You can stand somewhere else. It's okay.
And I think that's what I love about this movie is everybody knows what movie they're in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's kind of like that the game, but the Boz. Like everybody's playing their part, and then the Boz is just there doing the Boz.
Yeah.
And it's
and then we get the scene where now we know Ice has always been suspicious, right? So he's always kind of looking for a reason. Take out Joe and that's when so Joe takes Nancy because he's kind of working on her to be like to kind of turn and be a witness. Yeah. So
at this point, right? Too like
is this after?
So because
I forget
they kiss and then are you going to talk about them being at the diner and then the race?
Yeah.
Okay,
and they're
they're at the diner and then him dipping makes her suspicious.
Yeah.
So they have kissed the night before.
Yeah.
And she's kind of explained that like they're at the diner and she's like talking about her sob story.
Yep. Yeah.
And then Lance gives him a note like, you need to meet me outside.
Yep. Out in broad daylight. Good job, Lance.
It's his first day on the job.
And now here's Ice, who like Ice, if he was not a hothead, but here's the thing, his name is Ice, but ironically he's a hothead. He could have brought others to view John,
Yeah, you're
John,
right. John
speaking
Stone.
like just speaking out in the open, broad daylight, with someone who absolutely looks like some sort of Fed, but instead he's like, haha, I caught you, and just tries to shoot him up, and then they have a motorcycle race.
It's one of the greatest motorcycle races in film history.
And the cops are following them.
The
So
cops
it's an
are
added
following.
element
Yeah.
to it all.
Yeah, there's an added element of danger. It's the two of them. They're back and forth. They're shooting at each other.
But the
it's
hero
chaos.
can't kill him, even though Ice kind of has to die at this point, right?
Yeah.
Like he has but the movie's like, don't worry, he won't kill him. He'll just slam into a car, which I don't know if we ever know what happens to that driver, because Ice immolates. Like he blows up.
Ice blowed up real good.
Though I guess there is enough of a body left.
Somehow.
Because because right?
Fire Marshal Bill looking corpse in this thing, because there's no way.
Maybe he blew up right in front of the firehouse.
That could be.
Maybe. Because somehow, I don't know if they explain how the gang gets his body so they can do the biker version of a Viking funeral where they have him mounted on wood on his motorcycle, his body propped up on the bike.
With his sunglasses on.
On. And I get it. This is a fun scene where it's like, Chains is talking about how great he was, what a badass he was, and we're going to send him to Valhalla. I'm like, oh, damn. And he puts the cigar in his mouth.
Holograms in the back, smiling and giving thumbs up.
I was like, this is admittedly fairly badass. They're horrible people, but this is a fairly badass funeral. I'm going to be honest. Because they douse him and they light him up again, which seems rude. But I guess they had to finish the job.
I was going to say, they just don't like a job seeing a job half finished. So they just have to follow it to its natural conclusion, which is...
This is awkward.
Kingsford briquettes for Ash. Or Ice. Ice became Ash, I guess, yeah? Yeah. And then
Nancy's more suspicious
of
Joe because he conveniently disappeared, and now Ice is dead, and she's been a part, or at least around these conversations, right? At least some of them where Ice has been like, hey, Chains.
Because she was on the second floor looking down when Ice and Chains were having that motorcycle conversation.
Yeah.
And this is when she gets the phone call, right? Because Chains had somebody at the police.
Yeah.
Like he had police contact who he was basically like, hey, run this name.
Running names at the DMV or whatever it was, and it came back that John Stone is really Joe Huff.
Got gas.
But she doesn't know anything else, which is fascinating to me. Like, you wouldn't know that he was a cop when you ran the name, whatever. But now she knows that the suspicious feeling is, I can't trust him.
Yep. And then she goes to him to kind of try to figure it out, if I remember right.
Yeah. And he kind of brushes her off.
And he brushes her off.
Well, I think literally, if that's the one where they're back at the compound, she's literally says, "Hey, Joe Huff." Yeah. And I think he says, "I'm not." Like he. I
think he says like, "Oh, I'm not the only guy here without another name," or something like that.
Yeah,
like kind of dismisses her.
Yeah, everybody's got an alias here. I don't know what you're talking about. Kind of thing.
But she's starting to feel like, oh, I thought we had a thing, but now I think you're trying to use me.
Yeah.
They kissed and everything.
He
was like, I'm going to take you with me. Yeah. So, it's getting suspicious, but they're getting down to okay, so this is where it gets a bit complicated with the mafia thing. Before we go forward, while we're talking about biker gang and mafia, there is the fantastic scene at the fancy restaurant where the mafia boss is, where Chains comes in with the gang and a box. And he puts them in broad daylight. Okay. On the table. Good. And this is great. Like one of the like mafia goons like takes like, oh, it's a motorcycle helmet, and I don't know how you don't know the okay. I'm just saying I think it would be wetter and heavier. But anyway, he takes out a motorcycle helmet, and they're still like, oh, that's an interesting gift. And then like James is like, open it, and they open up the little
bit
visor.
heavy for a helmet.
And there's the head. I'm assuming it's the guy that they hassled them earlier.
Yeah, it's the guy that was driving the car that Joe Stone jumped on the hood of.
Not that you can tell because you only see his eyes because that's how a motorcycle helmet fits. So did they shave off part of the head? Anyway, I have a lot of questions about how a human head is so dry and not heavy enough to recognize when you pick up a helmet, being that you're the mafia. But anyway.
Very familiar with this. It's like, oh, you got a bowling ball in here for a bowling league? What?
Right. But apparently that is also an open invitation to some sort of business. That they're having, what's this clear liquid? Is it an explosive? Is it a drug?
I thought they called it like PCP.
Yeah, it's drug.
Okay.
It's drug.
I keep forgetting. I was like, it's something and it's bad, but it's also worth a lot of money.
Anywhere else on the streets.
And that's the thing that Joe brought in. Like that was supposed to always be like the hook that he's going to get like the bikers on, but now he can hook the mafia too. It's like, we have this stuff. And he's like, I have the connection to it. So like, that's what kind of got attention on him too. So that's what's leading up to the big truck thing.
Basically, it's the deal's going to go down. He's arranging with the FBI to bust everyone at once, right? So now you're getting the mob, you're getting the bikers, and it takes everyone out. And as this is happening, the threats are getting more intense, and so they keep trying to like pull Joe out of his sting.
Yeah,
he's
they're like, you know
man,
what?
I gotta see this through.
Yeah, because they're like, we got enough, but he's like, no, I think I got a witness. This is to be some sort of like, racketeering thing, and we can make it more. It's personal for Joe now.
But then it gets a little muddy here, right? So
yeah, because it's like, all right, so the government has provided this truck full of drugs as the honeypot. It is a truck full of stuff. And they've also brought in so we keep afraid that the district attorney keeps showing up on TV, the new Mississippi district attorney, because he's the one pushing for, I'm going to keep charging the gang until I get the death penalty. So that keeps showing up. Yep. Including that one scene where Chains is watching the district attorney and then he's rewinding it.
Dead.
Yeah, but it's weird because like he's speaking backwards, but that's not how like rewinding a recording works. It's not like anyway. Sorry, that drove me nuts because I'm like, that's not how that works.
It's not
but
a
that's
half-inch
fine.
reel where you're running the reels back. It's a videotape.
Yeah.
Like we know how.
But honestly, he's getting obsessed by this. So the DA has somehow brought in the National Guard to Mississippi. So it's a little more complicated, but that's fine because it can take out two National Guard folks, an entire biker gang.
Yeah,
they just show up and like it is not an issue at all for them.
Lay waste.
But we have the thing where like Chains kills these two National Guard people, and for some reason Nancy's like, oh, "What? You're a murderer at this drug dealing white supremacist motorcycle gang? I thought I knew you." This made me cackle. I'm like, I'm sorry, what? And then Guts too. It's like, what? This used to be about family. I'm like,
because
very foolish.
They are red-blooded Americans. They support the troops. And as soon as you mess with troops, all bets are off.
Troops, that's done.
I was like,
and then Chains takes Guts like by the hand, starts the motorcycle and cuts like a couple of his fingers off.
Like you don't see it, but that's like the assumption that he's and then he's giving away Nancy.
Later, he's wrapped.
Yeah. And then Nancy is no longer his. I'm not gonna say it, but like. Instead, he, girl, yeah. Because
wow, how has he betrayed me? Let me go back to this other psycho.
But okay, you're like, you know what? Maybe they each have their own trauma, and this is rough.
Not a good judge of character. So
it's bad judge of character.
Yeah.
But so now they have the truck, and they have to make a deal with the mafia, and then so here's the thing: something happens where they're not going where Joe thought they were going.
So, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't quite matter.
All up on him, wherever they're cutting the deal.
Right.
So now the
Feds aren't
mafia,
lined up.
yeah, the mafia has a truck full of millions of dollars of drugs.
Yeah.
But that's
Oops.
okay. Joe has an answer to that, which is just chase him on his motorcycle and I guess decouple the back of the truck and it just blows up a gas station, which I'm sure no one was at.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
So millions of dollars of drugs are just blown up, but they're gone.
Here's the thing. They were going to incinerate them anyway. So there's really no loss there. And that gas station, notoriously, nobody ever showed up to. It was just
I mean, the lights were on, but I'm
Nobody
sure.
was home.
No. Oh,
was,
God.
Yeah, they went out back to have a cigarette and everything was fine.
Yeah. I hope they went far back to have a cigarette.
Yeah, no,
that thing blew up.
That thing,
Sky high.
There is one thing about this movie, and it is not bashful about the size of explosions.
Yeah. But Joe at this point is like, but they're not on to me. Like he's like, no,
Somehow.
this was them changing up, but they're not on to me, so I'm gonna go back. Don't worry, FBI. They're not on to me. And then you get that
just so delusional. But
it's so I like the because you're not sure. So Joe shows back up and he's there and it's like Chains at the table, Nancy's there, the people behind him, and basically Chains is like, Joe, huff. And then you kind of look at Nancy. And then you look at like, and because you could tell like just trying to figure out how does he know?
Yeah.
Right? Did she? Because you don't know. But then all of a sudden, that fucking dude from the beginning with the ear, with his earring shows up because he was like, "I'll get you back." And for some reason, he thought it was so worth getting Joe back that he traveled back, even knowing that the gang sent someone to kill him. He was like, "But I'll just show up and be like, ha ha ha."
One thing I know
that's
for
the
sure,
entire
they're
reason.
madder at him than they are at me.
Yeah, but turns out no, because then just Chains puts like 2 bullets in a gun, and you're like, what's he gonna do with it? He shoots the dumbass, who came back from being safe, but then he turns around and he's like, basically, what does he say? Betrayal hurts, and
He's like, he's being held and against him. Right.
Joe can't help it. You got to understand that there's no way he can save her. Plus, if they were going to do a sequel, he can't have a love interest. So.
No, and so she gets.
There's an interesting postscript we'll come back to in a couple minutes, maybe.
Ooh,
but,
okay.
Yeah.
Because I assumed, because my whole thought was that's an interesting choice for once again, Joe has failed to protect someone, and when we get to the end, I'm going to tell you how many people he fails to protect in this. But you would think at least Nancy would be one of them. Like they'd established, like trust me, don't worry, I'll keep you safe. And he absolutely cannot in that scene. And I was wondering in that situation, was it because they didn't want him tied down for all the sequels they wanted to make?
So he had a wife and kids in the original cut of this.
Oh, but Nancy still existed?
Nancy still existed. Joe Huff had a whole family. So the girl you saw in the bed
had
a kid, and they were a whole family, and that whole thing got cut out.
Interesting.
Okay, but then it's still for ease of plot reason that she got killed. So Joe doesn't have complications.
It is also, it's that plus I think it really kind of starts to tip the scale into full-on nihilism of this movie.
Like, let's get to the end. Holy shit.
So this is, when Nancy dies, that's where this movie goes completely batshit, balls to the wall, nihilist. Like, it's cool explosion action movie, and then Nancy dies, and this whole thing goes off the rails.
Because now we're So Joe is going. Okay, so here's the thing, Chains. I need you to be less dramatic because you should have just shot him. But no, hey everybody, Chains, and I guess this is why he's the leader. I guess this is why he's the visionary cult leader, because he was like, or check this out, we have access to a helicopter. Oh, and let me come back to it. The guy who plays the character AWOL, who's the one who like flies the helicopter.
Yeah.
I got a story about him. But anyway, okay. So they've decided what they'll do instead is they'll put Joe in the helicopter, which is an important part of their plan, with an explosive. And they'll just like blow him up while they're doing other stuff. But there's a lot of, he's back there with a lot of time on his hands and not as restrained as he should be. Good job, Chains.
If you strap a bomb to your chest, you should probably also make sure he can't do anything beyond sit there with a bomb on his chest. But
He's already removed other people's fingers, but you know what? Chains was very excited about this end. Like you could tell the glee he had. He's gonna dress up. There's gonna be explosions.
Yeah.
So our finale is at, I'm assuming it's the Mississippi State Supreme Court.
The Mississippi Supreme Court. Yep.
Yep. Don't worry, they're doing safety checks, everyone. So there's no way that Chains, dressed as a priest,
is gonna get in there with some guns.
No, he's fine. He even sets off the metal detector. It says rosary beads. Don't worry, metal rosary beads. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it. He's a priest. He doesn't look skeevy at all because he cut his hair. He looks very believable and not creepy at all.
Yep.
And not like Lance Henriksen with a screaming skull. Not at all. Yeah. So they get into the state house and just absolutely start laying waste to everyone they can. They kill the judge.
The entire Mississippi Supreme Court.
Yep.
The DA. Yeah, the DA, most of the office. All it takes is apparently they've taped a gun at the bottom of one of the seats. And between that and the bikers rushing in a truck that they also got through security.
They just floored it.
I mean, that's you just drive it right on through.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah. So a truck full of angry bikers is unleashed upon the courthouse and just bang, bang. But that's not the only thing, because there's also a helicopter with the bomb also coming.
Which they said for like 10 seconds. That blew my mind. Well, pun intended, I guess.
But of course, Joe showed it. And he's super strong, so they might have him tied in the back, but all it takes is a grunt, and a grunt, and another fascinating choice. So it's a countdown explosive. Yes, it's not one they hit and then they activate. It has been counting down. I'm assuming. Please, Joe, tell me that you knew the timing of if this explosive's on this guy and I kick him out of the helicopter, he'll blow up before he hits the ground, right? I mean, I'm not about to just unleash this upon downtown, like wherever they were, Mississippi. Like, I'm gonna have to believe for myself that he had done the math.
Because he looks like flaming bits anyways. Like,
right? There's probably a kid's birthday party going on out there. Anyway.
The fact that you think Joe Huff can count is really just a mistake on your part.
Yeah, let me have this. I can't be like, he's like, fuck it. Bam.
Fuck it. Gone. Boom.
And then he just starts wrestling the guy driving the helicopter for quite a while.
Yeah. Longer than you think he should.
Yeah.
And finally
gets out of the motor. Yeah. He must, because it's weird because he gets out of it, but the guy's still driving it. It's still is piloting because it's still in the air for what happens at the end. Right.
Yes.
Which is odd that he just sits there hovering over that. But anyway.
Yeah. Because Joe's in there for a while laying waste because, of course, he's a man on a mission. He's the only one who can stop this.
Right. Who can stop the horde of motorcyclists on motorcycles just driving around the state house.
No, I feel like the military gets some of them.
Yeah.
I guess
it's like a mixed bag. Well, no, because they do, right? Because the one guy like jumps in the window and then he gets like blown to pieces. So he's in there. He's a man on a mission, but
Guts gets killed because he's like, at first you're like, oh, he's not gonna say that he saw Joe, but then he like turns around and starts. I was like, oh, Guts. So he gets killed by his own guy, I think.
Yeah, it's friendly fire. He's gone.
The guy's scooting and hollering the whole freaking time out the window. I'm like, put a socket in, buddy.
The other guy you thought would maybe live is Guts, and like he's like, oh, he'll be wounded, but nope. This movie's like, no, he's gone. He's gone too.
Bye.
And then, holy crap. Okay, so then I don't understand this scene, and I love it because you've got Chains on the back of a motorcycle with random goon driving it, right? And then John. The boss is on the other side of the hallway, right? And they do the standoff thing. But, okay, so the guy driving the motorcycle, his plan is just to drive it straight at him while he's armed.
He is a nameless goon.
Doesn't work. I don't know what the plan was, but if it was just drive at the guy
twice.
Yeah.
There was the first
you're right.
where the guy in the back did have the gun, and then the bike exploded, and then the one with Chains on it where he just drives at him without them.
Right. But then Chains disappears during the mayhem, and then he's got to be hunted down, and then they end up having a fist fight.
Yeah.
Well, it starts at the top of stairs.
And then they fight their way down the stairs.
Yes.
But again,
Busby Berkeley style fight.
Yeah.
Yes.
But of course, our hero can't kill him, even though he should absolutely shoot Chains. There's been so much violence. He wouldn't even be like charged. Like, that's fine. He killed everybody else. Why?
Before we get there,
yes.
We missed the bike flying out the window.
Oh crap, you're right. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, because there's a reason the helicopter has just been hanging out there. I think it was supposed to be the escape, but instead, and this is not planned. Like, this isn't like somebody like did the math. It just randomly, when Boz shoots the dude charging him on the motorcycle, he goes past him out the window and the helicopter is right there.
Absolutely matadors this motorcycle into the helicopter.
It's amazing.
It flies into it, and it is one of the coolest explosions I've seen on film. So, like, it's right up there with Man from Hong Kong, where they blow up an entire building. Like, it's that kind of, like, it's so goddamn good.
I mean, there's no reason that helicopter should still be there. But I'm like, movie, I appreciate it, and thank you for that.
Yes.
This movie in the last 30 minutes went, we have at least $3 million left in budget. Let's just blow everything we can up.
And then we have the fight down the stairs, like but and it's the cool thing where Boz is just walking slow as like Chains is crawling towards the gun. No, and then he's like kicks him down part of the steps, and then more of the steps.
There's nothing cooler than kicking a guy down to a landing.
And then you have he's got the gun on him. I'm like, yeah, shoot him, but no, the gun's empty because he's a good cop. He's a good cop, and he wouldn't just kill him in cold blood. But Chains he's still alive, and when the police have him, he's pretending to be but he sees the sidearm, and you're like, oh no, he grabs it, and he's gonna shoot our guy. No, you know who is? Turns out
Reginald Vell Johnson pops up from underneath, and
Lance,
it wasn't Reginald Vell Johnson, it was Sam McMurray.
Lance, baptized in violence and now an alpha male who is now cool and wearing cool clothes.
With his one left, earring in the left.
With his terrible cubic zirconia in the correct ear. Yeah. Please make sure this is the masculine earring to be wearing in 1991.
And you can see the setup for the sequel. Oh, these two. Yeah. And then then Boz walks out.
Off, right?
Yeah, and the credits roll.
He walks alone outside, refuses the shock blanket, I think, at one point, doesn't he? Just shrugs
he doesn't
him
need
off.
that.
Yeah.
And just walks into the camera.
As a hero who has let the DA, the entire Mississippi State Supreme Court, that guy that he theoretically saved before, who came back, Nancy, Guts, people in the gas station, whoever got hit by a flaming corpse outside the courthouse. But, besides them, no damage done, and everyone is saved.
Job well done, folks.
Job well done.
This is legendarily a failed FBI mission at every stop.
And I guess they never really got to do the official death penalty. People died, but the entire purpose of our DA, who is now dead, and all the gang members who are now dead.
Yeah.
So I guess it was all worth it, for justice.
For justice and that, I guess.
Thank you so much.
Folks, that's stone cold.
Okay, the guy who was driving the helicopter.
Yeah.
The entire time, because he shows up a couple times. He's one of the gang members, right? I'm like, that dude's familiar. Those eyes are very familiar. He's got these, what do I know this dude from, right? So first I had to figure out the character's name, because he doesn't get, he's like one of the random guys, right?
Yeah.
It took me forever. I had to go to IMDb, and I do not know, this actor's name either. I don't know who I'm looking for. I finally figured it out. I finally figured out. He's the lead from Hack-O-Lantern.
See, it's funny you say that because I just looked it up and I have no idea what Hack-O-Lantern is, but I do know him as Mac's dad from Sunny in Philly.
See, that's the thing. You think my brain would catch a known thing. No, it's some weird-ass horror film. Yeah. But that was going to haunt me. I was like, I got to figure this dude out or I'm just going to see his face.
Is this man? And I was like, oh. And then I clicked on him when you were like, put a pin in it. I got to come back to him. And I'm like, those blue eyes seem familiar. And I was like, oh, Mac's dad.
He's got haunting eyes.
What a cool career that guy had. Hack-O-Lantern, Stone Cold, and Always Sunny.
Sunny, right?
I wonder if the Always Sunny guys hired him because of Stone Cold.
I can't say no, not with them.
Because I feel like that's right up their alley.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking at the main source of research I do for these podcasts, Wikipedia. And apparently our guy Craig R. Baxley, the director, was the second director. They got rid of a bunch of the family stuff, wife, child, and sister. And
more
replaced
casualties.
It with a bunch of explosions and casualties, which hell yeah.
I can't
Michael
argue
Douglas
against
is
it.
an uncredited producer on this film.
Fascinating.
Huh, I mean, I know he produced stuff. I wonder why this.
Why not?
By God Bosworth is why.
Oh,
Yeah.
This guy.
you know what? You're
Yeah.
right. Magnetism. This guy's gonna be.
This guy strap a rocket on his back because he's nothing but money.
Going to the top.
Yeah, and apparently Lance Henriksen's original dialogue was just quotes from the Bible.
I mean, I appreciate that he went there a couple times. I could have seen it. I'm glad they didn't do all of it because it would have been too much. I just like that occasionally he got like extra epic in his own, because that works for the character. It works for the character. He is full of himself.
Yep.
But like in a psychotic, bad way.
Yeah.
Not like he has self-esteem. This is like bad self-esteem.
Yeah. He wrote all of his own dialogue.
What?
Yep.
I mean,
he got rid of the Bible stuff and just wrote his own shit.
Fascinating.
I appreciate it. He's doing his thing. Holy crap. Wait, was it okay, what's the John Woo, Jean-Claude Van Damme one's at Hard Target?
Yeah.
Yeah, that energy. Yeah. I think I was talking to KP before. I said, what if Stone Cold but directed by John Woo?
Yes.
Like,
you did say that to me.
Yes, because I'm like, I see it in my head. It wants to be that kind of film. It wants, like, when John Woo inspiration on a chunk of American action films at about that time where they are a bit over the top. There's operaticness to them. And I'm like, you can see it. This film really wants to have been directed by John Woo. But instead of doves, it's a helicopter and a motorcycle arcing through the sky. Yes.
I am learning just now that Brian Bosworth's follow-up to this movie is called One Man's Justice, original title, One Tough Bastard. Directed by Kurt Wimmer.
What do I know Kurt Wimmer from?
And I kind of want to see it now. So Kurt Wimmer is the guy that brought us Equilibrium, Ultraviolet.
Oh, like sci-fi action.
Street Kings.
I remember
Salt.
that.
Salt.
Okay.
The remake of Point Break.
Okay, but this is an earlier version of him because I can't see Brian Bosworth in that style of film.
Yeah, and
maybe
my favorite action movie in recent history, The Beekeeper.
Oh, I gotta still see that. I'm so upset. You keep telling me. You're like, no, see this damn film.
It's so fun, especially if you like Stone Cold. It is very much in a Stone Cold vein.
Wonderful.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to see punch, bang, bang, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit. One Tough Bastard features Brian Bosworth, MC Hammer, Neil McDonough, MC Gainey, and
speaking
Clifton
of
Collins
eyes.
Jr.
Oh. Wow,
Clifton
what
Collins
an
Jr.
interesting cast.
Of By Design.
What? Stop! No, okay, don't get me started. Okay, I can't because we gotta be cool about this. Okay,
about it. Yeah.
Except for maybe in our preview, our festival preview, maybe you're gonna let me.
I don't know what you're talking
about. You can't talk about it.
I read an article about it, and it seems like it's going to be a cool movie, and I can't wait to see it.
Nice.
Yes.
But yeah, so that is.
The masterpiece that is Stone Cold.
The masterpiece that is Stone Cold. I appreciate you coming on this journey with me, Meg and KP.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. This will go in the rotation.
Yeah, an unapologetic fan of this film.
It's a put it on in the background film. Don't worry about it. You don't need to know every little thing.
No. It's
bang,
the
boom,
kind
boom.
of movie that probably benefits from you not paying attention to it because the story is a real dog's dinner. But
you get confused. You get lost in the sauce.
there's a bunch of cool stunts. There's Brian Bosworth being his version of charming.
I will give him this. Like, I've seen much stiffer athlete actors.
Oh yeah.
Fine at what he does. Like, I'm not uncomfortable when he's on screen where you're like, oh God. He's doing what he can do. He's doing his thing. And you're like, that's cool. I get it. But of course the Boz was a character in many ways. Like, it was him extended, like amplified. So when he speaks to that, yeah, he can do that. Absolutely. Here's the thing. I enjoy him in this, everybody. I don't want anyone to think I'm like, Boz, the crap. No, he does exactly what he needed to do for this.
Yeah.
Some people can't.
That's it. How many action movies have you seen where you're like, oh, this guy couldn't act out of a wet paper bag? This is like, he's the least cool action hero I've ever seen.
Yep.
Right.
Steven Seagal in the last 10 years.
The last 10 last 35 years, I guess.
When he stopped standing for any films.
Right. Yeah, when he's just green screened into everything. That one he's in with DMX where he can't kick above his knee.
That's the one that Vanessa would like us to discuss when it is time. So that will be
do that.
Vanessa, of course.
That must be a Vanessa one in person.
Yes.
Next season of Anomaly Presents, we'll do DMX and Steven Seagal and
whatever that movie's called.
The title that we'll never remember. Yeah. And I'll have to make the website page for this, and I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wait, what are you? Fuck.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot, the movie.
Ow.
So yeah, the Boz. If there was any justice in this world, he would have been in every Expendables movie. Sadly, he wasn't.
That would have been great.
Right? Could you... A world where the Boz is next to Dolph Lundgren in a movie?
Shut up! I was literally picturing him and Dolph together. He's like a long-lost cousin or something.
Right?
Okay.
How much do you want to see that? Where Dolph Lundgren is the straight man and he's like the Riggs character?
He's so the cool cousin. He's like, we have to take this seriously. Do we, cuz? And he like gives him the elbow. Oh my god.
Yeah. But
I'm gonna start writing a spec
script.
script.
Meant to be. It was made for TV movies after this one, and One Tough Bastard even premiered on HBO. It was a direct to HBO joint. I think I saw one where it was Die Hard in a mall with Erica Eleniak that was a TNT original. So sad for the Boz. He deserved so much more, and that's not just me saying that because I was a huge Brian Bosworth fan as a 12-year-old who read his autobiography more times than I ought to have as a 13-year-old.
You were impressionable. I love. You know what though? We got this, and not many people can say they even got one Stone Cold.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
And if I leave any legacy on this world outside of my beautiful child, it's that more people will see Stone Cold.
Amen and salute.
An honorary screening when
it needs to happen.
After I pass, just play Stone Cold at my funeral. Like,
put the urn on the stage, run Stone Cold,
put a little cigar in it, light the gasoline.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Just send it off, Viking funeral, chain style. That has been Stone Cold on the Anomaly Presents podcast. We have been the Podcastronauts. You've been amazing for sticking with us for the last hour and change.
Thank you.
If you want more of these shenanigans, we do this in person every ding dang year for the last multiple years. I don't even care to say it. It's been so long. It just feels like second nature at this point. Come join us. It's November 5th through the 7th at the Little Theater at the Dryden. It's anomalyfilmfest.com. Passes are on sale now at anomalyfilmfest.com. Check out our social medias at Anomaly Film Fest on all the good platforms. Meg holds it down for us there in an absolutely inimitable way.
Yes.
Thank you.
The best.
Yeah.
Aw, shucks. I haven't snapped yet.
That's right. And if I know our schedule correctly, the next time you will hear from us, it will be for our big preview show.
Yeah. We'll know what we're showing and everything, which is good for a film fest.
Yes.
It is. I don't want to, discount any of the shows we do, but it's my favorite one we do every year. because we get to sit in a room and tell you the fruits of our quests. All the good stuff that we're going to throw up on that screen for you. All the amazing work from all the brilliant filmmakers. We'll give you a little amuse-bouche, and try to get you to show up because I'm very biased, but it's the best experience you could have in a theater locally, if not at least on this coast.
And we'll hardly ever trick you. It'll just be fun stuff. If we give you something, just take it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fun.
They're fun tricks.
Yeah. They're just gifts.
Yeah. We're benevolent tricksters that show you great movies.
Yeah. We've only given people pudding cups with ill intent once.
Right. Can't repeat that gag.
Can't repeat it. Don't worry about it.
There could be other gags, but don't worry about it.
Yeah. Surprise. We're imps.
Yeah. And we love you, and we will see you next time on Anomaly Presents.
Yeah.
Thank you, and good night. See you later. Bye. Let me find the button that says radio.
Farewell.
This has been a presentation of the Lunchroom Podcast Network.